Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Community Watch here on Metro TV with me, Gabriel Ni Obodai Atopra Atunam Togba Shonkwausonu, together with
Rosemary Koko Anyigba,
Joshua Tariadom and Joseph Frempong. In the previous edition, we came your way from Esikabio community near Nsawam, within the Nsawam Edredri municipality in the eastern region. On today's edition, our train has moved all the way to the Volta region and stopping at Pakova within the Ketu North municipality. And there is something so inspiring happening in this community, Rosie, which viewers ought to know. What's this initiative or what's this news all about?
Well, the community members have resolved to coming together to ensure that they address some of their challenges. I've joined hands with partners to ensure that this mechanized water borehole is initiated. That shows that when people come together, you end up getting a good result.
Great, and today we are here to witness this results we are seeing. So there are 3 mechanized boreholes that have been commissioned or have been opened for public use.
Yes.
Thank you. There are some challenges that the residents are facing. It includes bad road network, and as well, they don't have telecommunications network. Their roads are pretty bad, and also their school, a section of the school is not in the best state. But they've resolved that despite these challenges, they want to make a difference. So like Rosemary said, they've mobilized themselves, contributing, and then doing what they can, and then extending a hand to benevolent organizations, to central government to also come in and then support them in having their challenges addressed. We'll be speaking to key officials, but before then, let's get in there. Some people have just come to fetch water. So we get to know how they feel about the difference their own resolve with partnership with others is making. Rosie, let's get there and then engage them. You are on Community Watch on Metro TV. Hello, Rosie, lady to lady. Engage them.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Ativa Mary.
Mary, how do you find this initiative?
Well, this water is good because at first we were using well. When we fetch water to wash, it does not lather with soap or bar. This one, when you use it to wash, it is good.
How do you also see the initiative?
Oh, it's good. And the first is clean. The one we are using first, when we started fetching in the morning, it's clear like this. But when we are more there, it's no more clean. It makes the thing small. But this one, when you fetch 100 million crampo, is that cleanness. We thank them a lot. They have done a great thing for us.
We are practically spending the entire day here. It would include an inspection of other mechanized boreholes. It would also be on some of the challenges they are facing and how they are striving hard to have them addressed. But then we are climaxing today's show with a Deba, a major Deba of the chiefs and people and development partners. Fortunately, I have with me here a resident, someone who cherishes a lot where she hails and doing whatever it takes together with her brother and other residents to bring about difference. She'll tell us exactly what to expect today. Welcome to Metro TV's Community Watch. Gifty, so you know the beginning, the genesis of the life-changing, transformational agenda in this community. Share the genesis with us.
We fetch water from the well, and most of the time, by the time my kids get back to Accra, they have rashes all over. So it has been my worry. I met this man, Dr. John. I've known him for a very long time. So this time he came and we're just having a conversation. And then he told me he sent youth clothes to the north. So I told him, oh, if you do that, then my village also need youth clothes. And he said, oh, they even do mechanized boreholes and do other things for communities. I said, oh, my village also needs some. So if you can do that for me. And he just said, okay, let's do it. And then I introduced my brother, and then the rest is what we are seeing. I'm super excited. I am the happiest person right now.
There are two more situated in strategic points within this area. We shall move in and then look at further projects and also join the Derba to celebrate. Come along.
So we are currently at the second mechanized borehole and have with me a resident to share his view about the initiative. Please, your name?
Please, my name is Kpokuve.
Kweku, please, how do you find this initiative?
Please, it's fine for we all. And our forefathers, you not get good water to drink. And it's a long time. We drink water with cattle and the other things. Even the fowls self. We are what goat and others, we are drinking more water. And I feel that it's a disease. And now we beg our pardon that we need more things. But the one way we bring to us, we thank God for that. And I appreciate it.
In a minute, I'll demonstrate to you the difference that has been brought to their community. This structure you see here is a dugout borehole, which was then serving the community, providing water for the entire community. And apparently part of it got broken such that it then became a death trap. And it's very, very deep, such that if any child comes around to fetch water and sleeps, may end up drowning. But fortunately, just behind it, they've got this new water facility. It's a mechanized borehole, meaning throughout the year, this one, the water may dry out, but what you see here will give out water throughout the year. So there is great difference right here.
My name is Comfort Topa. I stay at Pakova, Pakova. Former time, we do suffer for a water, very serious. We usually go to some long village before fetch water. Before this well matter came, the well matter that helped us a lot until this water was come. The one that we brought just now, it will help us and it will be easier than the one we are drilling from well, former time. Because when you don't get time, you can't drill water from the well. By this one, you can take a pan and come and stand here and fetch water and go to your kitchen for use. So I think it will be easier than the well one.
While celebrating the successes at Kpokuve, we are also taking stock of the challenges begging for attention, which residents here are seeking partnership or support to have them addressed. Behind me is a typical example of the challenges that the community is faced with. So the structure you see here is kindergarten, nursery for the Kpokuve EP primary school, and it's in a deplorable state. It's made out of mud and the door is of zinc. You hear the sound. And then we have blocks used to support the door you see, else it would just fall apart. And here is a window also made of wood slabs and also zinc. But look at this section, damaged. And it's such that it could actually hurt the pupils. And if we are talking about preschool, mostly they are from about 6 months to about 5-6 years. At 6 years, then they are moving on to primary 1, and it goes on. I just want to show you yet another situation here. I suppose this is yet another entrance, the door, but I'm wondering what's the difference between this opening and then the other one. Are the two both doors or otherwise? If I'm able to go through, then I can comfortably say that it's a door, but with a critical eye yet again, you may come to a realization that, well, it's a window which has actually got damaged. Whilst zinc has been used to close the other windows and also doors, at this point, there is nothing like that. There is no door to then keep the school shut. So whilst the pupils are on vacation, it's just open, and then we are told that it then becomes grounds for animals to come around. I am now joined here by an opinion leader to tell us more about the challenges that the Kpokuve EP Primary School is faced with.
It is very difficult for the children and the teachers to come here, because sometimes if the rain is falling, the rain can easily enter the room, and the teachers and the children are not stable. They will come back, they will come out from this in the room. That is the problem the teachers and the school the children are facing. And you appeal for the government for long years ago, but they didn't do it for us. So as you came, if there is any opportunity to help the community to build this kindergarten for us, you will be happy.
The road there, in fact, you yourself, you are moving the road and you see how the road is be. If it rain fall now, going to school with the children cry, it make problem. So we beg your pardon. You should look about that for us. Please, we beg your pardon.
In the background, you could hear bobobo, bobobo, bobobo. Come see Rosemary Koko Anyigba, clad in cloth and taking position to dance bobobo and agbaja. We are in Volta region, so expect this happening sometime soon when we join the chiefs and people at the Deba grounds. Continue watching Community Watch.
You are still on Community Watch, and the moment we've been waiting for is finally here. The festival is about to start. Dignitaries are turning up.
Dr. Yaki Wan from Canada. I'm going to go to
Now, I have with me one of the organizers to detail us on what to expect. Yeah, welcome to Metro TV's Community Watch.
Thank you very much. My name is Maxwell Ahunga, and I'm the secretary to the planning committee of our United Denya Festival. This festival started about 24 years ago, and it's mainly for development projects of the communities. So when it was started, the idea was we are all indigenes of this community. And it's a very calm and peaceful community, yet most of us reside outside this community. So every year, why don't we come together and return back home where we hails from, and then put something together and leave behind for the support and development of the community. So this is how it all started. In everything, sustainability is key. So if we are able to sustain what was started 24 years ago, it's so beautiful. So what you are witnessing today, or we will be witnessing today, is all about come to where you hail from and support. We were blessed to have gotten Rotary support, which we started in 2019, but it came to fruitful. And so as we are going around the community, you'll be seeing those beautiful projects which we benefited from. Rotary Club of Ann Arbor, Michigan came to our support. Rotary Club of Kumasi East and Rotary Club of Ho, together with United Kpokuve Welfare Union, we came together and then we were able to support in our diverse ways, and then that's what we are seeing beautifully out there.
Welcome, Mr. Charles Kofi.
Thank you, Boda.
It's been a while. You've worked with a team many years back in Accra. So Charles works with the Ghana Revenue Authority, a key organizer of today's event as we are witnessing. So what are we to expect today?
This is our Grand Deba. So this is when we all gather. The communities that makes up this community we call United Kpokuve. There are 4 communities. So we come together with our traditional rulers, our chiefs, our queen mothers. Then we have a grand celebration. What is this celebration about? It's just to raise funds to continue with the developmental projects. As you are aware, we are a rural community, so we lack so many things. So we, the youth who are fortunate to be living outside the community, we've come together and we've organized ourselves to try and help the community solve some of these projects, some of these needs that the community has.
Ongoing now is a fundraising initiative. They've prepared several sheets on which they have some items. So they have handkerchiefs, champagne, toffees written on there, and then have placed them in a box. And the participants here are then called upon to pick one of the sheets. So whatever you pick is what you get. But before you pick, you have to give at least 10 cedis. Interestingly, some end up picking toffee, Tom toffee.
Yes, 10 cedis. Molua lemon, 20 kg. Champagne lemon, handkerchief lemon. Boss, this is invalid.
In the long run, the people of Kpokuve are raising funds to further their developmental agenda.
Kpokuve is becoming a shining example of a community that is not waiting for government to come and develop it, but through their own effort, teamwork, and dedication, we have seen them deliver development across sectors. For example, they started by attempting this whole concept of unity. If you know the history of Kpokuve very well, we have various very quite smaller villages around, and there was this division. They hardly will agree on anything. But as you can see, the logo you see around on the shirts, the t-shirts they are wearing, there's something called United Kpokuve Community. What it means is that they have resolved the problem of division, which is key. They went on to appeal for support, started a water project, which was supported by Rotary Club. We saw Rotary deliver 3 mechanized boreholes to them just a couple of days ago through their own efforts. The entire festival that we see today, they have been to many companies appealing for the companies to invest in the community through their corporate social responsibility and all of that. So what we are seeing is a community that is determined to see development, and yet they are not waiting for anyone to come and support them, but they are on the move looking for development. And for me, that is a shining example for me, and it's a model that we all have to adopt across this country. Because yes, central government has a role, the DCs, the district assemblies do have a role, but the communities themselves. I do watch your program, Community Watch. Truth is that some of the problems that the communities complain about are problems that if they come together, they can solve.
Resolve.
They can resolve. And so I'm happy that Kpokuve, or the United Kpokuve community, is doing some of these things beautifully, and I must applaud them. That is basically the message.
Impressive. Edemagbana, thank you very much for sharing these thoughts with us on Community Watch. Oh, so I'm being directed to look at the insignia here. So, United Kpokuve Community. And it appears there is a slogan. I overheard them mention the slogan, then the participants here respond to it. What's the slogan?
What's
the response? Okay, so mention then he responds. What's the meaning? In unity lies strength. Perfect to wrap up on this. Edemagbana is the Deputy National Youth Organizer of the National Democratic Congress. Thanks for this time shared with us on Community Watch.
Thank you.
Currently, we have with us here Honorable James Kluche Aveji, Member of Parliament for Ketu North. Honorable, welcome to Metro TV's Community Watch.
Thank you very much. Thankfully, the communities are about 4 or 5 communities that come together to have these united communities of Kpokuve. This is Kpokuve proper. If you go a bit this way, you go to Achaveman, and then you go another way, you go to Tokanu and the rest. So these are the communities that came together to form the united community. So the water that was commissioned yesterday, you realize that it is not meant for only this community. The water is meant for the other communities that are part of the united group. If they are united, they will be able to achieve a lot.
We celebrate this success, but as well, we look at some of the challenges. You've mentioned that you are committed to ensuring that these challenges are addressed. We've seen the nature of the road here. Not far from here is their basic school, where the nursery isn't in the best of state.
Definitely, if you had come here some few years ago, you would have seen this. But if you go around, you can see a number of structured classroom blocks that are new. So once development is not an event, it's a process. Those that we have done, we will not repeat them again. We'll move to the other ones. So that is why I gave that assurance. So you can see that in the near future coming, those things that you are talking about will also see a new face.
Okay, going 1, going 2, missing going 3.
So currently funds are being raised and what rice is being offered. So what exactly is happening? I can see that people pay for the rice, but yet they are unable to take the rice away. What's happening?
Okay, so the rice is when you bring 5 cedis, you take the rice. So like the woman has taken the rice for 5 cedis. It means she'll keep it till somebody comes for it. So if somebody brings 5 CD, then the person will take it from her.
From you?
Yes, from her. So until somebody comes for it, then it becomes hers.
Okay, so if no one comes up to give yet another money, you keep the rice?
Yes, you keep the rice.
So far as others continue coming, also offering money?
It means you can never have it.
Progress being made at Pakova here in the Ketu North municipality of the Volta region. And as the merrymaking is ongoing, as the fundraising drive is steadily progressing and more money being realized, it's about time we look at some pertinent issues that ought to be addressed so that we see even more development here. Fortunately, I have with me here the chief of the community. How significant is today's occasion? Welcome to Metro TV's Community Watch.
Thank you very much. Formerly, we were organized. Every community have its own festival, which is so minute that the realization of fund for development has not been coming. But we thought it wise to put all these communities together. Communities, about 9 of them, are now together. We are now celebrating so that we can get a huge fund to start projects in these various communities. We have vast land, and unfortunately, in the Gold Coast time, our forefathers gave land to government to establish state farm, crop research, and then even agri college. This land was acquired in 1957, and no compensation has been given to the family members of the land. And this retarded us from getting money land for youth to farm on. And this land, we have been chasing this compensation since 2008, but there is no proof for us to get this money. If government can look to us and then give us that compensation, and even give us part of the land which they are not using for us to farm on.
Thank you very much, Togbe. So we've heard from the chief of Kpokuve. He's made a passionate appeal. We have the municipal chief executive of the area, Ketu North, on standby. So let's get to him. Being the representative of the president of the land, he needs to respond to the concern raised or the request made by the chief. So come along, let's meet up with him to answer these questions.
Government, in collaboration with Export Promotion, they are inviting the youth who are interested in agribusiness to come and register so that they will partner with the exporters so that for some time, so that they can also be supported to start their own exports.
They becoming their own farmers or fully fledged farmers would also then require lands, and the lands, much of it, are in the hands of government. So how do you work out to ensure that the lands are released for these young people?
To support them to get to acquire the land.
So the lands in no time will be released to the community.
Yes.
When will this be done?
The lands are there already, but it's only that we need the youth who are interested, so that when they come, the government will give them the land, will lease the land and from the landowners and give to them.
Okay. But not that what government has acquired, part of it will be released to the community. So it goes back into the hands of the chiefs to also allocate to the young people.
For instance, Mafli Farms, where he's using now, the land that he's utilizing now is for government. It's the assembly who gave it to him to be utilizing. So that we still have a vast land over there that anyone who is interested, any youth who is interested in agribusiness can come and take it. We will support the person to get the land so that he can go into the business.
The voice of the people is that the land, part of it will release to the community, maybe into the hands of the chiefs for them to allocate to the young people.
Well, for that, it's the land evaluation or land commission who can talk about that one, whether the land should be released to the people or not. It's not the assembly.
Thank you very much. But before you go, the 2 dams, how are we going to ensure that the 2 key dams here are revamped?
You know, the dam is even silted. We need to be desilted. And so we are trying to see, to write to Minister of Agri to see if we can get some support from there to come and desilt the dam and also do some canals for the people to start growing rice and others, because Ketu North is the largest rice producing district in the whole Volta region. So we want to encourage that.
Honorable, thanks for the time.
Okay, so this is another game that we do. We put 2 chairs down for 2 people, a male and a female. So the male puts in money and then the female also puts in money. So as you are seated on it, somebody brings in money, which is more than what you already have. And then the person will take you off and then the person will sit.
Oh, is that a case?
Yes.
If someone brings in higher money than you give, then you are uprooted.
Yes, this is just more like a festival queen or king, not like a proper king. So it's like in Koswahini or kind of.
Development chief.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's just for fun and also for raising money. So you realize that the man's money, the money he has is more than the previous ones. So he's kept on the seat as the.
Oh, so ever since they sat on these 2 chairs, no one has been able to come and challenge them by giving more money. Hey, I see someone coming up with 200 Ghana cedis.
So he's taking him off.
That chief appears to be enjoying. See how the woman is seated on him. Well, let's see if the gentleman with 200 cedis will be able to uproot him from his seat.
Yeah, so the money he has. Okay, so you realize he's putting in more money.
Oh!
So he has 200, so he should bring him money that
more than 200 cedis. It's getting interesting here.
They'll keep doing it until they are able to get. He's not able to challenge him any longer.
Oh! So he's about to count the money. Yes. No, this is certainly more than 200 cedis.
Yes. So the man brought 200. So he's supposed to bring more than 200.
More than 200.
Yes.
And he has.
Yes. So he's still there.
So there is a celebration ongoing. The man managed to give more than 200 cedis and there is a jubilation. See how the development queen mother, at least for the time being, is jubilating. So welcome. You went forward to challenge the gentleman there, giving 200 cedis, but you couldn't. Hey, how do you feel?
Oh, I am not alarmed. I know it's for me.
You must be disappointed.
At all. I will get it.
Oh, you will?
I will.
So you will be challenging?
I will challenge.
Rosie, who do we see seated there?
We see the man that was interested in the woman that he said you will not let go.
So eventually he made it.
He made it.
And now we are seeing if someone will be able to challenge him to give more to secure his seat.
I believe that no one will challenge him.
Oh, no one will be capable of giving more to take him off. Yeah. Right. So please come over now. Let's move there to then have a word with the gentleman. Hello.
You know, I already told you something for you can never go. The truth is one. The chair is for me. I brought it, so I want to still sit on it.
Interesting. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I was doing well for them when I was Togbe for 2019 up to now. And through that, today we are seeing a water here. So they know that I can do better. That is where they want me to sit on it.
Impressive. Congratulations. New Togbe and then Mama. They are being celebrated. Apparently, he's been winning since 2019.
Really?
Yes, that's what he told me.
Oh,
He's very committed to his people, willing to donate that much to then support development drives here, because beyond the fund, it's about the resources they are sharing and mobilizing to ensure that they bring development to the doorstep of their people. The entire program is over, and for me, it's been really, really fulfilling. What about you, Rosie? How has the journey been?
It's been too for me as well. I feel very happy being here today to witness all these. The water projects, the festival, and I'm hoping that their business school and then their roads will be fixed for them to make the community the best to live in.
Great, and for me, I like the sense of purpose, how they are able to determine exactly what their needs are, and such that they don't wait on government to then have these challenges addressed, but much as they are expecting that development partners and central government will join hands, they take the lead, they take their own initiative to ensure that they get their challenges addressed. Thanks for making time to watch this edition of Community Watch. Make time with us, same time next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.